Next, we have Kylie Hess, escorted by parents Brian and Hillary Hess. Kylie is a three-year letterman in track and basketball. She also played AAU for 3 years and is in NHS. She is a member of Life Point Church. Kylie's future plans are to attend Zane State and get her Associate of Applied Science and become a PTA. Kylie Hess. Next is Ella Kroger, escorted by parents Matt and Kristen Kroger and brothers Carson and Parker. She is a 3-year letterman in basketball and also a member of NHS, Creative Kids 4-H Club, and Life Point Church. Ella plans on attending Mount Vernon Nazarene University with a degree in middle childhood education with concentrations of math and science. Ella Kroger. Next is Jalen Smith, escorted by Melissa and Christian Raymond and little brother Grayson. She is a 3-year letterman in basketball and softball and a 3-year academic letter. Jalen has played travel softball, member of 4-H and FFA, and treasurer for Landscape FFA. Her future plans is to attend Mount Vernon Nazarene University to further her academic and athletic career and to major in business administration marketing. Jalen Smith. And finally, we have Brogan Stotts, escorted by Kevin, Mackenzie, and Stotts. Brogan is a 3-year letterman in basketball and softball. She is a member of Danville FFA, Chapter View, Barn Buddies, 4-H Club, NHS, and attends Wesley Chapel Church. Brogan's future plans are to attend Ashland University majoring in education. Brogan Stotts. One more big round of applause for these 5 seniors in 2024.
Good evening from Danville High School. It is time for girls high school basketball on OH Report as the Danville Blue Devils host the East Knox Bulldogs in the Knox Moore Athletic Conference matchup. As you can see from the decor out in the lobby, it is senior night here at Danville. 5 Blue Devils seniors being honored tonight. Both these teams ended losing streaks last week, and with this being a rivalry game, all the cliches about rivalry certainly apply tonight. It's the girls' basketball version of the Devil Dog game coming up next, live and free on OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
Welcome back to Danville High School for the Knox Community Hospital pregame show, along with Adam Thompson, who's our technical director tonight, and Brandon Powell, our camera operator. I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you could join us here for this Knox Moore Athletic Conference matchup. East Knox Bulldogs coming in. They finally ended a 6-game losing streak last week, a 39-35 win Friday night against Mount Gilead. As we see the Danville Blue Devils warming up. They come in 5-12, as you saw in the pregame graphic, but that record a little bit deceiving. Mandy Todd, their coach, spoke very highly of this team's competitiveness, especially for such a young team. Only one senior in the team, Jaden Annette, who will start tonight. They've been in the middle of the table defensively, 4th of the 7 teams in the KMAC on defense. As you can see there, only averaging 43 points per game. It's offense, you can see that. That's where they struggled. That 34 points per game is last in the KMAC. Leading the line up front, Syndey Opfer. That's a good picture too, by the way, Adam. Syndey Opfer, the outstanding volleyball player who we saw back in the fall in a match against Mount Gilead. She leads the KMAC in rebounding, but you can see against Danville back on January 6th, only 3 points. She actually had more offensive rebounds than points in that game. Both her as well as Annette missed numerous second chance opportunities, especially in the first half of that game. Get to that a little bit later, but Opfer certainly a force on the rebounding. This whole East Knox team is, for that matter. And there is the 6'1" junior Opfer wearing the number 11 tonight. Of course, the high school rules still don't allow digits higher than 5, unlike the NCAA, which just changed that for this season. But the East Knox Bulldogs will certainly look to get a big performance from their front line as we look at the high school, the OH report keys to victory, and that's what I mentioned. The front line, Opfer and Annette in particular, need to come up big with those second chance opportunities. They got a whole bunch of them, especially in the first half 3.5 weeks ago against these Blue Devils, but were unable to finish many of them. In fact, they only shot 12 of 46 from the field in that game, that 50-42 loss against Danville. Blue Devils have won their last 2 games. Guard play has been a big deal for them under Coach Matt Proper. His daughter, one of those guards. And you can see they're on second in the league in scoring. Defensively, they rank 5th, as you can see on their. And as the last couple of games, Lucas, as you can see, the Cubs got put to the sword on Thursday night, 62-11. Oh, Matt Proper, to his credit, really did call his team off in the second half after bolting to a 48-8 lead in that game against Lucas. Danville, again, I talked about the guards, and leading the way for them is Ella Proper, the coach's daughter, of course, averaging 13.5 points per game. 19 points you see there in the win over East Knox 3.5 weeks ago, and back on December 23rd, she went over the 1,000 points mark for her career. Her along with Taylor Mead and in the backcourt will be leading the way for these Danville Blue Devils. Grace Gronberg, I should say, as we see the Blue Devils getting ready to line up, and there you see Matt Proper in that dark gray shirt. And the keys to victory for the Blue Devils: dictate the tempo. This is a team that likes to run, and that's what got them back in the game and eventually overtook the Bulldogs in that match 3.5 weeks ago when they were trailing in the fourth quarter. And defensive rebounding, again, they did not do a very good job on the defensive rebounding against the Bulldogs 3.5 weeks ago. And with a bigger front line that East Knox have, that's a challenge for the Blue Devils. And that will certainly be a big factor in how this game goes tonight. So before we tip things off, we'll turn it over to the Danville High School pep band for the playing of the Star Spangled Banner.
Contest between East Knox High School and Danville High School. To honor America, please stand and join in the playing of our national anthem.
So we'll get things started here shortly after the introductions of the starting lineups. And East Knox 5-12, 2-8 in the league. As we look at the league standings, East Knox with that win over Mount Gilead Friday night, able to get off the foot of the table. Northmore lost a double overtime game to Fredericktown on Friday night as well, as part of the Friday night schedule. Other games going on in the KMAC tonight. Mount Gilead travels to Cardington. The Indians and the Pirates both coming off losses. Centerburg at Fredericktown. So Fredericktown won that game over Northmore in the double overtime on Saturday night. The only non-league game, Northmore traveling to Winford tonight to play. There's 7 teams in the league for this year. That'll be changing in August when Loudonville Redbirds join up as a full-fledged member of the KMAC. We can look at Kylie Hess there being introduced. Yeah. Hess with 19 points in that win 3.5 weeks ago. All 5 seniors are starting for the Danville Blue Devils. That's a slight change. Jalen Smith, who normally is first off the bench, 5-6 seniors started, but she's a big contributor off the bench, as is her counterpart Jasmine Smith for East Knox. And Kylie Hess, Brogan Stotts, Grace Gronberg, Ella Proper, and Jalen Smith starting for Danville in the white. In the purple East Knox, you see Syndey Opfer jumping at center. Reese Todd and Molly Totten in the backcourt. Opfer is joined up front by Jaden Annette and Isabel Bostich, a freshman. Again, only one senior, Annette, the number 23 on this team. And there'll be Bostich with it as the Bulldogs go to the first possession. There's Totten, a junior. Todd, the coach's daughter, a couple coaches' daughters going at it, although not going against each other right now. Todd was trying to get it back to Opfer in the low post. The Bulldogs retain possession, 16 seconds in. Totten with a good move to get outside, but then Bostich finally comes away with it. Bostich only 2 points when these two teams played 3.5 weeks ago. Todd, now Totten. Totten and Ella Diven rotate starting at that other guard spot. Diven is usually first off the bench in the rotation. Totten had 12. Get into Reese Todd. Back to Bostich. Bostich being checked there by Ella Proper. Proper easy to spot with those hot pink shoes. Totten, 12 points in the loss to the Blue Devils on January 6th. Bostich tries the first shot and gets it. So just under a minute in, the Bulldogs get the lead to start with, something they didn't do until the second half of the game. And tied right back up by the Blue Devils. Ella Proper getting her first hoop. Blue Devils showing that pressure. They did that a lot in the game January 6th. Nice feed inside. And going off the glass is Jaden Annette for her first 2 of the game. Annette struggled with those second chance opportunities back on January 6th. Certainly a big boost for her early on. Gronberg has the ball slapped away for her as we get a look at the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Reaching in from behind was Jaden Annette. Swung around to Brogan Stotts. And now a 3 out of the corner for Kylie Hess. Won't fall, but an offensive rebound for Gronberg. Now it's Proper for 3, and quickly the Devils 0 for 2. When these two teams played on January 6th, they combined make 5 of their first 12 threes in the game. Then they went ice cold like the January weather. They missed a combined 19 straight threes for the rest of the game. Opfer call for the travel. You see there, good defense by her opposite number, Gronberg. Here's Proper, Hess, Stotts. Her younger sister, Kenzie, is also on the varsity team. Played sparingly as a freshman. Stotts gets inside. Can't get the friendly roll, and Opfer is there with a rebound. Bostic with one of the 2 baskets for East Knox. Gets cut off out of the corner, a long 2, a little bit too long from Reese Todd. Bulldogs had an offer for the rebound, but it got away from them, and finally Stotts able to claim it for the Blue Devils. Gronberg. A little bit too tight an angle there, couldn't use the glass. Smith, Proper for another three, and she hits her second. So Proper 6, the Bulldogs 4, 3 minutes in. Opfer out for Totten. Totten on the move and draws the foul. First foul of the game, that goes against Gronberg. Remember, new rule this year as we get another look at it. The new rule, we have the 5 fouls per quarter now, and it's 2 shots instead of 1-and-1s. Todd into the low post. Bostic double team. Bostic tried to get it free. Finally, Opfer has it. Totten has slapped it away. Hess punches it away again. With those 2 3-pointers, Proper now leads the conference with 36 made threes. She came into the night tied with Kinston Henthorne of Cardington in that category. And that matches the 2-3 she had against East Knox earlier. And the Blue Devils stretch their lead. And once again, it's Ella Proper who has all 8 Blue Devils points. Opfer way outside. Totten. Todd for 3 out of the corner. A bit too strong. Ella Diven, number 15, into the game and gets the hell ball, and possession goes over to the Blue Devils. As we reach the midway point of this first quarter. Proper. And another 3 for Proper, already has 11. She can feel it in the air tonight on Phil Collins' 73rd birthday. And now here comes that zone trap from the Blue Devils, and they get the turnover out of it. Addison Mickley, who's into the game, normally a starter, but not starting because it's senior night. Proper left that way short, may have been tipped. Second opportunity, but a foul is called against East Knox. That's their first. They see a great save there by Mickley, getting it into Jalen Smith. Foul called against Bostic. That's her first as well. And a timeout called. But even though the Bulldogs got the first basket, the Blue Devils able to get out quickly, just as they did on January 6th, now up by 7. Oh, that game was a lot closer than it looked. That 50-42 margin of 8 points, that was the largest lead either team had in that game. And East Knox actually led with 3:45 to go in that game, 42-37. But Danville blitzed the Bulldogs with the last 13 points of the game. So 1 foul each. This will be Kylie Hess, the senior, to inbound it. Outside for Gronberg, going against Bostic. Bostic gets the steal. Bostic looking for some help, finds it in Totten. Totten over a double team, a little too strong off the glass. And the Blue Devils, this is what I talked about, wanting to push this tempo. Hess can't find the handle. Diven dives in there to get the hell ball and the possession for East Knox as we look at it on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Couldn't resist a little alliteration there. So Bostic and Totten playing at the guard spots. And that pass a little bit awry as East Knox with to spread the floor, go with a 2-1-2 look. Here's Addison Mickley going against Opfer. Opfer with that 6-1 frame. It forces a high shot, but Mickley gets it to go. First basket by someone other than Ella Proper for the Blue Devils. Now out to a 9 points lead, biggest lead they've had over the Bulldogs this season. And the Looked like East Knox touched it on the line. We'll get another look at it on the replay. Opfer trying to get it to Diven. Actually, it was touched by Danville's Ella Proper on the end line, but again, the pressure coming. Diven had it partially blocked by Mickley, and then a foul call. Looks like that will go against Ella Diven. Second foul against the Bulldogs, first on Diven. Diven, a 5'9" junior. Jasmine Smith, sophomore, will check in for East Knox. Smith scored 10 off the bench, all in the first half against Danville back on January 6th. Gronberg finds Stotts. Stotts into the lane. Over Opfer. Brogan Stotts with her first field goal, stretching the lead to double figures. Bostic, good screen from Opfer. The shot a little too strong. Smith tries for the putback and has it rejected by Gronberg. And there's another second chance opportunity. Smith with the offensive rebound. Totten cutting to the hoop. They find her on the baseline, and the left-hander gets it to drop, her first basket. Lead back down to 9. Hess gets crashed into by Diven, but we play on. Opfer to Bostic. Opfer, a pretty good ball handler for a center at 6'1". Bostic watched by Proper. Opfer coming out way outside the circle. Smith, Totten. Totten has it punched away for her by Hess, and finally grabbed by Gronberg. Devils trying to move it out quickly. Proper, another three. This one off the mark. He's now unofficially 3 for 6 from beyond the arc. Stotts had the rebound punched away from her as Jalen Smith returns for Danville. Hess will sit down. She's yet to score in this game. But again, she had 19 against the Bulldogs just 3.5 weeks ago over in Howard. Danville actually have a better record on the road than at home. They've won 7 of 9 away from home. Only 6-4 here inside the Devil Den. Now, Bostic will sit down as Reese Todd returns. Stotts trying to go by Smith. Leaves it for Proper. Proper up over Opfer and has 3 times they've put balls up over the outstretched reach of Syndey Opfer. 13 points for Ella Proper. And this is the first quarter in the final minute. And held ball. Good work by Jalen Smith to reach in and get the tie-up and get possession for the Devils as the arrow favors them. Kendall Lepley, a freshman, will come in for Danville, number 32, as Gronberg sits down. Both coaches going deep into their bench early here. Stotts looking for a screen from Mickley. Smith gets right up in her jersey and forces the bad pass. Here comes Ella Diven. Looking for Smith. Pass was not tipped away, and the turnover gives the ball back to Danville. Pass a little bit too tall for Smith. After a brief rest, Kylie Hess is in. Addison Mickley out. You see the balloons there from the senior night festivities from before the game. Stotts with 40 seconds left. Smith facing up on her, looking for a screen from Proper. Instead goes the other side to Lepley. Lepley facing up on Diven. Here's Proper in the lane. This time Syndey Opfer is able to say, as Austin Carr would say, get that weak stuff out of here. But a third opportunity for the Devils, and finally Opfer is able to clean it up. So the Devils taking a little page out of the East Knox book there with the offensive rebounds. And Reese Todd will go to the free throw line. Here is, again, Syndey Opfer with the rejection there. Actually got 2 blocks there. Jalen Smith called for the foul, first on her, second on the Blue Devils, as Reese Todd will get a couple free throws. Daughter of Coach Mandy Todd, who teaches at the elementary school in the East Knox school system. And Todd can't get either one to drop. Kylie Hess. Hess going against Totten. Down to 4 seconds. Totten going for the loose ball. Can't get it. Got to get the shot away quickly, and they do! Brogan stops at the buzzer to make it 19-6. It's been all Danville so far in the first quarter of the girls basketball Devil Dog game. So we'll take a break. You're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Welcome back to Danville High School. I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you can join us here on OH Report. As you see the last second shot by Brogan Stotts to make it 19-6 in favor of the Bulldogs after one period. Ella Proper leading the way with 13 points, almost matching her average of 13 and a half a game, which is third in the league. Smith, Bostic as the Devils go to a 2-3 zone look here to start the second quarter. Todd, who missed 2 free throws late in the first period. Smith goes for 3 and hits it. That cuts the lead to 10. Jalen Smith with the drive around. Jasmine Smith is partially blocked, and here come the Bulldogs the other way. Todd into the low post for Opfer. Opfer going against 3 Blue Devils. Can't get the bank shot. Goes for the second bite of the cherry. Still can't get it. And another held ball. This will give the ball to the Blue Devils. You look at it again, the KILLBUCK Savings Bank Company replay. Opfer had a couple of chances there. And again, she struggled with that 3.5 weeks ago against these Blue Devils, getting a lot of second chance opportunities. As I mentioned, she had more offensive rebounds than she had points in that game. Addison Mickley, Grace Gronberg. Hess with tried the shot fake. Bostic wasn't buying. Gronberg, watched by Diven. Stotts, looking for some help. Todd on her. Mickley again. Hess cut off. Stotts look to go to the baseline. Now it's Hess for 3. Won't go. Devils have missed their last 3 3-pointers. Here comes Ella Diven with a move inside. Maybe a little bit too unselfish there, trying to get the ball to Syndey Opfer. Mickley on the pass from Jalen Smith. Jalen Smith will try a 3. It's off target, but an offensive rebound for Gronberg. And Diven with the blocked shot. Unofficially 3 for the Bulldogs. And then a foul whistle up against Grace Gronberg. That's her second. Ella Proper will return, as will Kendall Lepley. She will undoubtedly come in for Grace Gronberg, and she does. Third foul, or first foul of the quarter. And that new rule on the foul definitely changes things defensively as well as offensively for the elimination of the 1-and-1. Annette going against Proper. Opfer again way outside. Tries to get a pass to Todd, who was able to fight off Kendall Lepley to get that ball. Isabel Bostic, only a freshman, with a nice move to get her on Hess, who commits the foul. second of the quarter. First against Hess. Here's another look on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Hess a little bit late getting back, kind of like we can see in hockey. Someone gets beaten and reaches out with the stick, as Bostic will go to the free throw line for a pair. And she gets the friendly roll to get the first free throw for the Bulldogs. As Molly Totten returns, she had a basket in that first quarter. Dive and will sit down. And Bostic able to get both free throws to go to cut the deficit down to 8. Long pass ahead, finds Lepley. Can't go to the baseline, cut off by Smith, who gets a hand on the pass as well. Lepley needs some help, gets it in Hess. Hess, nice dish on the baseline to Smith with a good fake and gets it up and in. Jalen Smith's first field goal of the night puts the lead back at 10. Bostic, good vision to see Todd over here on the opposite side. Smith on the line, gets it to go. Jalen Smith with back-to-back baskets. Now it's Kendall Lepley for 3. Devils have missed their last 5 from beyond the arc. Jalen Smith had it tracked down, lost it. Finally, Lepley gets by Opfer. No, she doesn't. Opfer with her third block of the game. Another 3, this time from Proper. It won't go. She's now 3 of 6 from beyond, 3 of 5 unofficially from beyond the arc. And finally, the Bulldogs get it back. As you see on that replay again, Opfer able to avoid the foul as Lepley went underneath her. Opfer out here, way outside, gets it to Totten. Totten with the drive to the hoop. Molly Totten with 4 points now. And the lead is down to 6. Here comes Hess. Way up over Opfer and gets it to drop. Her first basket of the night. Well, this is definitely Danville's kind of tempo. They extend the full court pressure out a little bit. Hess poking that ball away. Brogan Stotts returns for the Blue Devils. Addison Mickley going to sit down. She had 2 points in the first quarter. 9-4 the score here in the second quarter. The Bulldogs have made much better game of it here. Bostic from on the arc. Opfer with a good save and finds Bostic right underneath as they lost track of her defensively. Bostic now with 6 points. Jalen Smith finds Kendall Lepley. Now it's Ella Proper, 13 points to lead all scorers. Nice move to get by her defender, but the 3 from Stotts won't go. Lepley trying to save it, but couldn't. Here's again, wonderful spin move by Proper to get around Bostic, but Stotts couldn't pay it off from beyond the arc. Kelsey Hackman, a freshman, into the game for Danville. She's seen significant playing time this season. She's appeared in 12 games as a freshman. They get back in that 2-3 matchup zone for the Blue Devils. Isabel Bostic going against Ella Proper. Now it's Jalen Smith. Now it's Ella Totten who's going to try from 3. A little too strong, but another offensive rebound, and Smith finishes it off. She now has 5. I talked about the second chance opportunities. The Bulldogs are starting to make a few of them. Hackman, Jalen Smith, Proper, Hackman again. Smith gets a hand in there. Jasmine Smith, that is. Stotts drawing Opfer way outside. Now it's Jalen Smith out of the corner. Another 3 won't go, but an offensive rebound for Kelsey Hackman. Proper, Bostic on her. Hess able to get by Todd and get the layup. 4 points for Kylie Hess all in this quarter, stretching that lead to 6. Todd trying to get by Hackman. Smith just inside the arc, another air ball, but a good offensive rebound by Bostic, but she stepped on the line. No, we'll take another look at it. Now they're going to say A foul is called against East Knox, or against Danville, I should say. We're getting another look. Yeah, I'll say, yeah, win against Danville. They're saying Kylie Hess pushed. That's her second foul. Third against the Blue Devils. Again, 2 more, and it's bonus time. Ella Diven returning and inbounding the ball for the Bulldogs. Opfer finds Totten in the lane, and Totten is able to get the friendly roll. She now has 6. Hess will try another 3. Unofficially 7 straight misses from beyond the arc for the Blue Devils, who then commit a foul as well. That's going against Kelsey Hackman, her first and the 4th against Danville. Heloisa Vasquez, a junior, will check in, number 10 for the Blue Devils. Next foul, it's bonus time for East Knox as we enter the final 2 minutes of the first half. 15-6 for the Bulldogs in this quarter. Totten. Opfer inside. Can't get it to use the glass as she was partially cut off there by Brogan Stott. Long pass ahead. Shot a little bit too strong for Proper, and here come the Bulldogs the other way. Opfer running ahead of Totten. Totten will go into the lane herself. Opfer got to use the glass there, and she knows it too in the final 90 seconds of the first half. Hess up over Smith. Won't go. Opfer had a hand on the rebound. Second chance for Hess. Still won't go. Totten is there for the Bulldogs. Totten wants to go into low post for Opfer. Not a very good pass. And again, good job defensively there by Gronberg to front Opfer and cut off that pass. Addison Mickley returns for Danville with Hess sitting down. Hess has 4 points all in this quarter. As we come up on the final minute of the first half, it's been a good one. After a 19-6 Blue Devils lead in the first half, the first quarter, I should say. Foul called against Molly Totten. That's her first. And the first one against the Bulldogs. Again, one more for Danville, and the Bulldogs will be shooting free throws. Mickley. Again, the corner, Vasquez, that's for 2, won't go. Mickley with an offensive rebound for the Blue Devils, but she loses it. It's grabbed by Jaden Annette, who's back in the game. Annette had a basket in the first half. Smith diving. Annette trying to post up. Gets her hands on the pass, and then finally taken away by her opposite number, Addison Mickley. Last 30 seconds of the half. Stotts diving there defensively. Gronberg. Mickley. Nearly stolen by Totten. Instead, Proper a little bit too strong. Diving. Good crossover to get by Proper. Smith with 12 seconds. Smith to the baseline. Gets cut off. Is able to find Totten out on the wing, but the 3 won't fall. And a held ball will keep it in the hands of East Knox for the final 2 and 7/10 seconds. We get another look at scramble off the rebound. But what a pass to find Totten. Opfer has it blocked by Gronberg, returning the favor that Opfer has given the Devils 3 times in this first half. So we have a good one here, 25-21 at the half. Back with the halftime numbers after this. You're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog, and you're not. Hall of Fame coach turned future Hall of Fame host.
Now he's on TV hosting his own. Highlighting our team in the Joe Show zone. Hall of Fame coach, now a host. Sharing our stories from coast to coast. From the court to the screen, he's the best. Drew's legacy lives on in the Joe Show quest.
because this is my show. And it's an all-new me in the new year. Deal with it.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
Tonight's live and free high school girls basketball game is brought to you by the Bottleneck Bar and Grill. Family owned and operated with locally sourced produce and cold drinks in a safe, clean, friendly place to be. Also by Danville Health Center. By Knox Community Hospital. In the community, for the community. By KILLBUCK Savings Bank. Community banking. It's what we do. It's who we are every single day. By Home and Kitchen Supply, your one-stop shop for kitchen and baths, windows and doors since 1970. And the KILLBUCK Savings Bank. Community banking, it's what we do. It's who we are every single day. More girls high school basketball live from the Devil Den with Keith Kokendo when we return from this break.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
With
Welcome back to the halftime show brought to you by Knox Community Hospital here at Danville High School. Blue Devils got out to a 19-6 lead, but the Bulldogs closed it down to make it 25-21, outscoring the Devils 15-6. We take a look at some of the first half stats there. Blue Devils, through Ella Proper, made 2 of their first 3 threes, and they've been ice cold from beyond the arc since then. Big stat that stands out, turnovers, 9 for Danville, 13 for the Bulldogs, and that's been a problem for Danville. They actually have more turnovers than they have assists this season. Should be a terrific second half. We'll be back with it after this. You're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog, and you're not. Hall of Fame coach turned future Hall of Fame host.
Now he's on TV hosting his own highlighting our team in the Joe Show zone. Hall of Fame coach, now a host, sharing our stories from coast to coast. From the court to the screen, he's the best. Jules legacy lives on in the Joe Show quest.
Because this is my show. And it's an all-new me in the new year. Deal with it.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on the Joe Show.
Ready to start this third quarter. Adam Thompson's our technical director. Brandon Powell running the camera. I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you could join us here for girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report, as Kylie Hess misses another 3 for the Devils. Unofficially, they've missed 8 in a row here after Ella Proper got them off to a great start, hitting her first 2. Jay Nanette trying to back in. Finally, it's Syndey Opfer comes up with it. She draws the foul at her opposite number, Grace Gronberg. That's her 3rd. As we get a look at that in the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Opfer, good move to go strong to the basket. And she'll get her first 2 free throws of the night. 6'1" junior. If you recall from the picture in the open, back in October, she was the Knox Community Hospital MVP of the volleyball match that East Knox won over Mount Gilead. Opfer yet to score in this game. Again, she only had 3 points against Danville back on January 6th. She gets the friendly roll there to get her first point of the game and cut the Danville lead to 3. On the right side, it's Addison Mickley. Mickley going against Opfer to the basket and gets it off the glass. Mickley with 4 points now. She did not score in the second quarter of this game. Isabel Bostic, the freshman. Opfer comes out high. Here's Reese Todd, who's yet to score, missed 2 free throws late in the first quarter. Now it's Molly Totten going to the hoop, and she'll go to the free throw line again for the first time. Second foul already. That one's going against Kylie Hess. That'll be her third as well. Already 2 quick fouls in the opening 62 seconds of period number 3. Totten with 6 points, make it 7. Hess will sit down in favor of junior Ashley Smith. Totten again makes them both. She now has 8. Once again, the Bulldogs cut the deficit to 3. Brogan Stotts being watched by Reese Todd. Ella Proper with 13 points, all in the first quarter. Addison Mickley goes by Opfer, but a little too strong off the glass. Todd claiming the rebound, but she traveled. Picked up her dribble, didn't know whether to stick or twist, and dragged the other foot as we get a look at that on the replay. She was actually looking to pass it Jaden Annette, but she wasn't looking back at Todd. Stotts with 4 points, all of those in the first quarter as well, to inbound it for Danville. Good defense by the Bulldogs, finally getting into Jalen Smith. Ella Proper trying to get by Bostic. Now here's Ashley Smith with a drive, but Syndey Opfer is there again. 4th block of the game for the junior. As we get another look on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay, we're showing Opfer doing that a lot on that KILLBUCK Savings Bank Company replay. Mickley in the corner. And the 3 finally goes for Brogan Stotts. First 3 since the first 2 that were hit by Ella Proper. Breaks an unofficial streak of 8 straight misses from beyond the arc for Danville. Bostic needs some help as she picked up her dribble. Touched away from her by Stotts. She can't get to it. The referee inadvertently blew the whistle, thought it was an over and back, but they realized that Stotts did indeed get a touch on it, and that eliminates the over and back. So East Knox retains possession. Good officiating. Totten with 8 points. She scored in all 3 quarters. Into Todd. Back to Totten. Totten trying to go by Ashley Smith. Gets cut off at the baseline. Opfer, high post. Gets the jumper to fall. Her first field goal of the game. And the Blue Devils lead back down to 4. Bulldogs led early in the first quarter, but haven't seen the lead since. Ella Proper goes to the basket. She'll go to the free throw line for the first time as she's fouled by Isabel Bostic. That's her second, as we see it one more time. Bostic got in a little bit too close. Proper with 13 points all in the first quarter. Stays there. Leads the team in free throw shooting at 83.3%. And on her way over to Mount Vernon Nazarene University. After she graduated, she missed both free throws. The commentator's curse strikes again. And she had been 3 of 4 at the free throw line Thursday night against Lucas in that 62-11 demolition of the Cubs. And then she commits the foul there, her first, but already the third against Danville. Fouls on, actually it was a shooting foul, so Bostic will go back to the line for the second time. She made 2 free throws in the second quarter. Make it 3 straight and 7 points for the freshman. Looks like 6 of 9 now free throw shooting for the East Knox Bulldogs. Make that 7 of 10. Bostic now with 8 points. Bulldogs were only 9 of 18 from the line back on January 6th when these two teams met in Howard. As Proper uses the glass from a tight angle, she now has 15 to lead all scorers. And the lead is back to 4 at 2-point deficit, the closest the Bulldogs have been since early in that first quarter. Bostic nearly stolen away from her by Addison Mickley, and not sure what the decision was there. Held ball, so it'll stay in the possession of East Knox as Kendall Lepley, the freshman, returns for the Blue Devils. East Knox in the traveling purple. Blue Devils in the Duke Blue Devils colors of blue and white. The white uniforms at home, although these days Duke likes to wear a black alternate uniform. They did the other night at Virginia Tech when they won against the Hokies on the road. Tough place to play in Blacksburg. Diven gets cut off at the baseline. Goes into Opfer, who's in too tight to use the glass. Proper going up against Bostic. Here's Jalen Smith on the drive. Opfer cuts her off. Opfer forces a high shot, but it goes in for Addison Mickley, who now has 6. That's 5 times we've seen high arcing shots go up over Opfer, but go into the basket for Danville. She's certainly trying to intimidate them with 4 blocks already tonight. Now Opfer in the low post, gets the basket and the foul. Addison Mickley with the foul, and that's the 4th on Danville, and we're not even halfway through this quarter. As you saw the move there by Opfer on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank Company replay. Opfer, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. And now 2 of 3 to give her 7 points, all in this quarter. Bulldogs not a good free throw shooting team. Into the lane, Opfer with another block shot as she rejects Brogan Stott. Now out of the corner, the 3 is too strong from Jalen Smith. And here come the Bulldogs the other way through Isabella Bostic. Bostic trying to get by Proper on the baseline. Finds Opfer inside, can't get the friendly roll, and his head is stripped away from her by Jalen Smith. Devils on the run more time. Proper, Smith, Lepley, Proper again. Now it's going to be Brogan Stotts for 3, much too strong, and an easy rebound for Molly Totten, who has 8 points. Diven, able to hang on to that pass. Bostic in the low post. Bostic gets the loose ball. Big scramble on the floor, and the tied up signal given, and the possession goes back to Danville. Final in the KMAC Centerburg. The Trojans winning over Fredericktown 47-34. That keeps them top of the table at 8-2. Fredericktown dropping to 6-5 in the league. Bostic will sit down as Jasmine Smith returns for East Knox. Opfer comes way out to check her opposite number, Gronberg. Smith, Gronberg again, Smith again. Smith trying to get by Diven. Kylie Hess goes up over Diven and gets it to go. Hess now with 6 points, her first field goal of the second half, stretching the Blue Devils lead to 5. Molly Totten. Totten gets all the way to the baseline. Now finds Opfer in the lane. Can't get the friendly roll. Jasmine Smith the offensive rebound, but can't use the glass. She was in too tight. Here comes Proper the other way. Proper Finding a teammate underneath and laying it in is Jalen Smith. She now has 4 and a timeout called by East Knox. Back with more girls high school basketball after this. Live and free on OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health, to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
Back at Danville High School, I'm Keith Kokinda. Glad you could join us here. The Devils have outscored the Bulldogs 13-10 in this quarter, stretching their lead to 7 as we approach the final 2 minutes of this third quarter. Adam Thompson and Brandon Powell along with me. And nearly a steal there by Kendall Lepley. The shot goes awry, and Opfer can't handle the rebound. Actually, she had it punched away from her by Jalen Smith, say the referees. We'll get another look at it. There you see Opfer. Sure looked like Opfer had the last touch. The Danville fans certainly thought that way, and now the officials you see there are going to talk it over as we get another look. Opfer, yeah, I think Opfer, yeah, and they finally do change the call and the right decision there. If the East Knox fans could see our replay, they would know why. Hess out wide for Lepley. Lepley going as Totten. Now it's Gronberg. Gronberg switches for Hess, who gets Ice Smith up over Totten. Can't get the friendly roll. Opfer with a rebound. East Knox got it to within 4 at halftime. But have seen it slip away a little bit here. Opfer against Gronberg, looks for some help. Gets it in Reese Todd, the coach's daughter, going against Lepley. Now it's Ella Diven. Diven against Hess. Spin move in the lane, and traveling call. Taking a look on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank Company replay. Yeah, dragged that foot as she did the little spin move inside. Not quite a Savardian spinorama there. Ella Proper returns 15 points to match her jersey number. 13 of those, though, were in the first quarter, including a couple of threes to get things going. Proper trying to back her defender down. Stotts, Lepley, Totten checking her tightly. Diven comes in looking for the steal, but commits the foul instead. Diven's second foul, second against the Bulldogs in this quarter. You see Diven coming in for the double team and got a little bit too aggressive there. You know, Bulldogs sitting on 4. Actually, the Devils sitting on 4 fouls as they were in the second quarter. You know, with the rule change, 5 fouls is double bonus time with 2 free throws, no more 1-on-1s. Stotts, Lepley, as we enter the final minute of this third quarter. Addison Mickley, Proper. Proper trying to get around Todd as the two coaches' daughters go nose to nose. Lepley, Totten facing her. Lepley can't shake number 13. Mickley running a little bit of a Harlem Globetrotter style weave out here. Smith with 40 seconds. Lepley again, the freshman. Totten tight on her. Able to get it to Stotts a bit awkwardly, but it got there. Jasmine Smith punches it away. Stotts able to retain possession. 25 seconds left, and finally, Jasmine Smith called for the foul. That's her first. Get another look. This didn't move the feet fast enough. Well, 4 fouls on each team now. So double bonus time awaits with the next foul in the last 25 seconds. Diven punches that ball away on the inbounds pass. Isabel Bostic will return for East Knox as Diven sits down. Diven with 2 fouls has yet to score tonight. Proper on the crossover, gets cut off by Opfer. Stotts to the baseline around Smith, but can't get it to go. Opfer with another rebound. One last opportunity for the Bulldogs. Smith has it go off her knee on the dribble. And certainly did. Kylie Hess will return. Kendall Lepley will sit down. 10 and 4/10 seconds to go. The Bulldogs showing a little full court pressure for the first time tonight, but they back out of it. Hess with 5. Hess to the line, looking for help. Finds Proper. Proper, double team, high off the glass. It won't go. So the Bulldogs have another deficit to try to overcome as we go to the fourth quarter. You're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
There you get a look at Kylie Hess, number 00, and Ella Totten, number 13, Molly Totten, number 13, as we go to the fourth quarter. East Knox trailing Danville 38-31, the girls basketball version of the Devil Dog game. Along with Adam Thompson, our technical director, and Brandon Powell, our camera operator, I'm Keith Kokinda. It's been a good one, even though it looked like a runaway at first. Danville getting out to a 19-6 lead. But the Bulldogs have slowly clawed their way back, got even within 2 at one point in the second quarter. 18 turnovers for East Knox. That's been a bit of a problem as Syndey Opfer gets unofficially her 6th block of the game. And a whistle, a traveling call against Chloe Tucker, the freshman, in for her second stint tonight. Kylie Hess to get in bounds, and again, some pressure defense coming from East Knox. They showed that right at the end of the third quarter as well. Brogan Stotts with 7 points, including a 3-pointer in the third quarter. Hess trying to go by Bostic, gets cut off. He's able to get the pass inside to Ella Proper, who now has 17 to lead all scorers. Ella Proper's dad, Matt, is the coach. In fact, he's a science teacher and still holds the school record in the 110 meters hurdles, 15.15 seconds back in 2000, as the shot by Bostic way over the hoop and the rebound claimed by Addison Mickley. Matt Proper looks like he might be able to still run the hurdles, although he may have gained a few pounds at this running days, as Kylie Hess with a nice move to the basket has 8 points now, and a quick timeout called by East Knox. Helen McKee, thank you very much for watching as the Blue Devils get the first 2 baskets of this fourth quarter, including that one from Kylie Hess on the step-through move to get by underneath and around Syndey Opfer, who has 6 blocked shots tonight. But they've also made 5 or 6 baskets shooting the ball high arc over the 6'1 junior, as the Blue Devils have stretched their lead back to 11 points. Again, feel free to post your comments either on our YouTube channel or Facebook page. We'll get you some shout-outs whenever we can. And there it is from Helen McKee watching tonight. Again, use that hashtag FanZone when posting, as well as posting on both X and Instagram. We are in both places, along with our Facebook Live and YouTube channels. I'm Keith Kokind. If you go to our Facebook, or go to our Instagram and X feeds, as you get a good close-up look at Mandy Todd, the East Knox coach, who is already looking forward to next season with this young team. Again, only one-seater, Jaden Nett, who's out there on the floor right now on the far side. Here's Syndey Opfer, the junior. There's the net right on cue, but she can't finish. Opfer can't as well. Third time, not the charm. Annette, another opportunity, but this time she'll go to the free throw line. Jaden Annette with a field goal in the first quarter. We get another look at that sequence, and we saw this a number of times back on January 6th when these two teams met. The game was also here on OH Report. Brogan Stotts called for the foul. That's her first, as well as the first of the quarter, as the free throw rattles in. Bulldogs now 9 of 12 from the line. And the rebounding edge, you saw a reason for that there. 28-17 in favor of East Knox. And they had that edge when these two teams met 3.5 weeks ago when Net can't finish the other free throw, as the rebound is claimed by Mickley for the Blue Devils. Kylie Hess. Hess with Bostic on her. Mickley. Grace Gronberg. Pass goes through the balloon tunnel out into the hallway. Another turnover for the Blue Devils. That's their 8 to their 10th, compared to 19 for East Knox. Bulldogs trying to cut into this deficit. Now they've been trailed by as many as 12 in this game. Had it down to 2 in the third quarter. Trying to go to a net in the low post. Bostic, the freshman, can't get it to go. Opfer trying to find the rebound. Nice back tap to find Molly Totten. Hess got a hand on the pass, but it's still Bostic trying to get the low post and off her hands out of bounds. And the Bulldogs certainly trying to make a little more effort to get the ball to Opfer down in the low post, as we look at that again on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank Company replay. Again, full court pressure coming from the Bulldogs. Looks like they meet it this time with Opfer at the head of that trap. And timeout called by Matt Proper. Looked a little bit like the old Louisville 1-2-2 zone press under the legendary coach, the late Denny Crum. In particular, when you had Purvis Ellison on that 1986 national championship team, the Doctors of Dunk, as they were known back in those days. Another player on that team was Milt Wagner, whose grandson, DJ, is now playing at, of all places, Kentucky. That had to be a little bit weird for Wildcat fans. So again, East Knox got to within 2 on a couple of points in that second quarter, but they haven't led since early in the first. And again, the pressure coming from the Bulldogs. Ella Proper, 17 points to lead all scores. Only 4 in this half, though. Here comes Hess on the drive. Sees Opfer there, looks for another option. Finds it in Proper, cutting the baseline. Proper now with 19 points. 3 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Devils matching their biggest lead of the game at 12. Bostic looking for a screen from Totten. Returns it to Totten. Gets a screen from Opfer and gets the layup on the drive. Molly Totten now with 10 points. She scored in all 4 quarters. Long pass ahead, and they find Mickley. Oh, and a great assist for Jalen Smith. Mickley now has 8 points. She has also scored in all 4 quarters. 3.5 minutes gone in this fourth quarter. Bulldogs need a big rally here. Jaden Annette, the senior, the only senior in this Bulldogs team. Totten steps inside the line. Opfer looking for that rebound. Instead, it's Grace Gronberg with it. Quickly out to Ella Proper. Jalen Smith. Kylie Hess. Addison Mickley. A little bit of a zone matchup look now from the Bulldogs. Smith finds Proper cutting into the lane, but too strong off the glass. Well-worked play, everything but the finish, as they say in football/soccer. Bostic trying to get by Proper. Draws the foul. Ella Proper's second foul and the second on the Blue Devils. As we look at it again, the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Bostic will go back to the free throw line. She's 4 of 4 with 8 points. And another commentator's curse. Proper will sit down. Brogan Stotts will return for Danville. These opportunities, coaches don't like to see miss chance to score with the clock stopped. She splits the pair. 9 points now for Bostic, the freshman, who's also scored in all 4 quarters, cutting the deficit to 11. Mickley, Stotts. Stotts trying to get by Todd. Gronberg, Hess. Hess going around Bostic. Stotts. Todd made a swipe at it, couldn't get it. Mickley, Gronberg. Annette pokes it away. Hess grabs it back. Gronberg. Good patience for the Devils with the 11-point lead. Now Gronberg goes up against Opfer, gets the basket and the foul. Gronberg's first field goal of the night. As we get another look, KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Boy, that's a tight call. Hardest call in basketball, they say, for an official. As Gronberg, the senior, looks to complete the three-point play and does. Her first points of the game. Second best field goal shooter on the team at 41.5%. Annette for Todd. Proper is going to come back in. Next opportunity. A deep three for Molly Totten. She now has 13 to lead the Bulldogs. Her first 3 of the night. And only the second one made by East Knox. The other one from Jasmine Smith back in the second quarter. Gronberg. Stotts. Stotts hounded tightly by Todd, who commits the foul. Second foul against Danville. We'll look at it again. Todd jumped in as soon as Stotts picked up the dribble. And now it'll be Mickley to sit down in favor of Proper. Leads all scorers with 19. 6 of those points here in the second half. She got 2 field goals here in the fourth quarter. Gronberg gets a step on Smith and then gets fouled. No, offensive foul. We'll go the other way. Gronberg gets her 4th and the 3rd for the Blue Devils. Great job by Isabella Bostic to draw the charge. And there is the 5'8" freshman. She certainly has a lot of future ahead of her, and a bright one too. But the Bulldogs still down by 11. Bostic gets a good screen from Todd. Opfer in the low post, trying to go around Gronberg. A little too strong. Opfer with the second bite of the cherry. She now has 9 points in the game. And timeout called by East Knox. Well, Opfer finally gets a second chance to go down, and we've talked about that in the pregame. Second chance opportunity is so big for the East Knox Bulldogs as we see their huddle there. They've cut the deficit to 9. The Danville Pep Band tries to fire up the crowd a bit here. These two schools will go at it again on the boys' side on February 10th, and we'll have that one here for you live and free on OH Report as well. Walter Weckesser has been a standout on the basketball side as well as in football. We'll also have boys basketball. Cardington traveling up to Gallion to take on Northward Golden Knights. Travis Berardi and Brandon will have that one. And in Fredericktown at Danville boys basketball on January 3rd tomorrow night with the crew from Mount Vernon Nazarene University. It'll be go right here, and then Loudonville travels to Colonel Crawford for girls basketball. Again, all that here live and free on OH Report. Long pass ahead finds Jalen Smith underneath, but she's at too tight of an angle. Which way is this going? Yeah, it looks like going off Jasmine Smith. Again, great long pass. Hess, great vision to see Smith ahead of the crowd, but she was in a little bit too deep under the backboard. Gronberg looking for some help from Proper. Gets help from Todd instead. Gronberg. Brogan Stotts had an opportunity, decided to pull it back out and run some more clock. Opfer coming out on her. Opfer with only one foul, so she can afford to play aggressively. Here's Hess with a lot of space. Smith got a hand in. Stotts. The last 90 seconds of regulation. Devils nursing this 9 points lead. They've led by as many as 12 on a couple of occasions. Hess finds Stotts. Smith finally commits the foul. Smith's second foul, third one on East Knox. So the Bulldogs still have a couple fouls to give before it's bonus time as we look at it again on the KILLBUCK Savings Bank replay. Brogan Stotts, 7 points, including a 3. And Opfer commits the foul again. That's only Opfer's second. And that's the 4th against East Knox, as Mandy Taub will send Ella Diven back into the game in favor of Molly Totten. Diven with 2 fouls. Diven yet to score in this game, as Ella Proper, on the other hand, has 19 points in this game. Came in the game 3rd in the league in scoring, and there's Diven with the foul there, and that will put Jalen Smith at the free throw line for a couple. And Diven's 3rd foul. There you see Jalen Smith. She's also going to be attending Mount Vernon Nazarene University next year. Second on the team in free throw shooting at 77.8%. Naturally, she misses the first one. And the second. Devils have struggled at the free throw line, but it might not matter, barring something very unforeseen. Jasmine Smith quickly into the front court, looking for some help. She's going to do it all herself, but a little bit out of control. However, Opfer will go back to the free throw line. Jalen Smith called for that foul, her second, the 4th against Danville. Mapleton and Hillsdale tonight. Hillsdale winning over the Mounties, 56-50 on the boys' side. Opfer, 1 of 2 from the free throw, well, 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Make it 2 of 4. She has 9 points, all of them here in the second half, 7 of them coming in the 3rd quarter. Again, another missed opportunity by missing free throws here with the clock stopped. Can't get that one to go, but Jasmine Smith with an offensive rebound and a held ball. But unfortunately for East Knox, that goes the way of the Danville Blue Devils, and that's why I don't like that rule. Jasmine Smith earned at least an opportunity to get the ball back. Instead, because of alternate possession, it goes over to Danville. Bulldogs pressing now. Hess for Stotts. Back to Hess. Danville improved to 14-6 along with 8-4 in the league. They'll stay at least 3rd. These two teams have split the last 6 games in this series. Bostic called for the foul there. So double bonus time. Brogan Stotts to the free throw line for the first time today. Stotts now with 8 points. That's a 74% free throw shooter. Eloisa Vasquez returns. She was in briefly in the first quarter. Proper sits down, 19 points. And I have to think she's going to be our MVP selection. And the seniors all getting to go out there and get their curtain calls, as it were. Ashley Smith will come in for Danville. Grace Gronberg, another senior, sits down, and a standing ovation from the Danville supporters for their seniors playing their final game here in the Devil Den. Stotts, also a senior, hits both. She has 9. She'll come out in favor of her younger sister, Kenzie, a freshman, number 14. Bostic on the move. Bostic with 9 points, loses the handle there, and it's Kenzie Stotts with it. Gets it to Ashley Smith, who is fouled quickly. Opfer, or they're going to call that foul again, and instead on Jasmine Smith. That's her third. So Ashley Smith to the free throw line. Her first time this season at the free throw line. And she makes good there. Who sponsors the MVP again? Brooklyn Carter, also a freshman, will come in. Kendall Lepley, who's played well, will sit down. And Smith only gets one of the 2 free throws to drop. So it's been 3 years since the last time East Knox won on this floor, but the bank is open for Jasmine Smith at the end of the game to give her 10 on the night. 3 Bulldogs in double figures. Now Smith, Totten, and Opfer, but it wasn't enough. Ella Proper leading the way with 19 points. We will take a break and be back with our Player of the Game presentation. After this, you're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
Hi, I'm Joe Baylog, and you're not. Hall of Fame coach turned future Hall of Fame host.
Now he's on TV hosting his own. Highlighting our team in the Joe Show zone. Hall of Fame coach, now a host. Sharing our stories from coast to coast. From the court to the screen, he's the best. Jules legacy lives on in the Joe Show quest.
Because this is my show. And it's an all-new me in the new year. Deal with it.
We guarantee nobody else gets you closer to the action than our exclusive coverage. So give me a call, Brian Skoronsky, and let's make you a part of the game.
From primary care to orthopedics, women's health to pain management, the Knox Community Hospital Centerburg Health and Wellness Center provides excellent care for virtually all your family's healthcare needs. Comprehensive lab services are also offered at our state-of-the-art facility. Podiatry and surgical consultations too. The Centerburg Health and Wellness Center. It's a world of great care right around the corner.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Join me, Travis Big League Berardi, every other Wednesday for my Country Roads rankings, the top 5 girls and boys small school basketball squads right here in the area.
Exclusively on The Joe Show.
Welcome back to Danville High School inside the Devil Den. It's a happy place here as the Blue Devils beat East Knox 52-43. Welcome to the Knox Community Hospital postgame show. Ella Proper, who we'll have shortly as our Danville Health Center MVP, led the way, 19 points, 13 of them in the first quarter, as the Blue Devils bolted out to a 19-6 first quarter lead. Looking at the final numbers, we talked about rebounding in the pregame, and you see there the Bulldogs out-rebounded the Blue Devils 33-19, much like what happened in the first game between these two teams back on January 6th. But a big number there for the Bulldogs, turnovers, 22 of them in this game compared to just 10 for Danville, and that's an area where Danville has struggled this season, averaging 14 turnovers per game. Bulldogs did very well from the free throw line, as you can see there, 10 of 17 unofficially. 4 3-pointers for Danville. Again, 2 of them came from Ella Proper in the first quarter. Unofficial scoring, Kylie Hess 8, Brogan Stotts 9, Ashley Smith 1, Grace Gronberg 3, Proper, as I mentioned, 19, 8 from Addison Mickley, and 4 from Jalen Smith. On the flip side, for East Knox, Syndey Opfer with 9 points, 7 of those coming in the third quarter. She was held scoreless in the first half despite her outstanding offensive rebounding numbers. Molly Totten led the way with 13, 10 for Jasmine Smith, 3 points for Jaden Annette, 9 points for Isabel Bostic, the freshman. Coming up next for these schools, Loudonville will go over to Howard to take on East Knox on February 10th. And Danville will be going up to Ridgewood on February 3rd. And again, we'll take a break and come back with our Danville Health Center MVP. After this, you're watching girls high school basketball live and free on OH Report.
At KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
Back inside the Devil Den at Danville High School. It's time for our Danville Health Center most valuable player, and it is Ella Proper, the senior, appropriate on senior night that senior would get the MVP. 19 points, 13 of them in the first quarter, Ella, and that had to be a big thing for you to get a couple threes early because of the way East Knox was playing in that first quarter.
Yeah, it was. They came out hustling, so then I knew that we had to come out and be confident.
Now that was this is coming up in the second half. Some of the highlights we're showing here, the drive to the hoop. But again, the shooting from the outside in the first half, a big deal, especially since you had trouble with that the first time you played this team about 3 weeks ago. Also, offensive rebounding, the coaches talked about that. You got beat on the boards a lot, but defensively, how were you able to fight off all those second and third opportunities the Bulldogs were getting inside?
We just had to make sure we had to box out, and we had to crash. We didn't do that at the second half, but luckily their shots weren't falling, and so it kind of saved us.
In the second quarter, East Knox really made a big run. What was the difference going into the third quarter to not only slow down that run but extend that lead that you had?
Well, our coach, my dad, always says first 2 minutes of the third quarter, see what you can do, come out with a spark. And so first 3 minutes, first 2 minutes always matter the most.
Sounds like he's been reading his Bob Knight lately, because that's exactly what he always used to say a lot to his team. And finally, last chance, last opportunity for you. Shout out to whoever you like out there watching online.
Our underclassmen put on an amazing senior night for us. They went above and beyond what we've ever seen. And our stands were packed, and that's always good to see. Especially we don't get the opportunity to have a Devil Dog game and senior night.
Yeah, they're all still out here watching all of this and enjoying it immensely. I'm sure I can see a lot of smiley faces out there. Ella Proper, the Danville Health Center player of the game with 19 points on senior night. Ella, thanks very much. Congratulations to you and your team.
At the KILLBUCK Savings Bank, you can expect great products and service from a fellow Knox County Chamber member. Now offering premier card processing solutions and services, ensuring the business owners understand their credit card processing fees. We have a wide selection of card processing solutions that provide lower fees, faster payment, additional security, exceptional marketing features, and help to improve your business operations and customer experience.
The Danville Blue Devils have a very happy senior night on the Knox Community Hospital postgame show with a 52-43 win over the East Knox Bulldogs. Their third straight win, and keeps them at least third in the KMAC at 8-4. All new Joe Show coming up soon here on OH Report, so make sure you log on to our Facebook Live and YouTube channels to pick up that. Thanks to Brian Skoronski and Travis Berardi for bringing me on board again. Thanks also to Adam Thompson as well as Brandon Powell for all your great work today. As you see all of our sponsors here. Again, we'll have the boys version of this in about a week and a half. Danville and East Knox, the Devil Dog game part 2 in this basketball season. On behalf of all of our sponsors as well, this is Keith Kokinda. You've been watching girls high school basketball on OH Report, the future of local sports.